Steve said, of 55 to 65,000 financial brothers. Seed sown in 1911 by 4, just 4, brought a bountiful harvest in the thousands. Brothers, never ever underestimate the power of an idea whose time has come. Omega was a good idea in distant years, and I'm of the mind that Omega is a much better idea right now. So much of Omega's sacred literature is actually, Tim, scissors and pasted from the Holy Bible, where the New Testament says that it doth not yet appear what we shall be. The next 100 will be far, far better, I believe, than the past 100. What we will be is not limited by anything but our own imaginations and our commitment. Commitment that this weekend was renewed, re-energized, reinvigorated, some reclaimed. Commitment begins with an idea. I'm here to tell you that the idea of Omega, with 4 cardinal principles and 20 core competencies, this idea is more relevant to us now than it has ever been in these past 100 years. Question is, do we rise to the occasion with the numbers that we have now that are in the thousands? How many financial? Nationally? This I know, that however difficult it was for those 4 100 years ago, it ought to be infinitely easier for us right now. But we face nowhere near the barriers or the bastions of resistance, the bulwarks of recalcitrance, the bigotry that they marched against and kept on marching. Bigotry codified in law, but they didn't quit, they didn't give up, they kept on marching, as Brother Raz says, a sea of purple flowed this past weekend as far as the eye could see. It's not lost on me. Brothers, I pray that it's not lost on you, that all of what we are, what we stand for, what we do, it all began with just an idea, a thought of one 20-year-old committed man. Spread to 2 others. Was sold to a Howard faculty member, and all that we have is caught up in the idea whose time then had come. An idea that simply said friendship is essential to the soul. What an idea. What a marvelous idea. What a glorious idea. What a victorious idea. That men of like attainment can live nobly as all real men do. The notion of Omega, I'm here to suggest to you, is as fresh now and more relevant now. So we ought to live like it. We ought to walk like it. We ought to talk like it. We ought to love our fraternity like it. Started with an idea. An idea whose time had come. The poet said, if you sow a thought, you'll reap an act. If you sow an act, you'll reap a habit. If you sow a habit, you'll reap a character. If you sow a character, you'll reap a destiny. What's the destiny of Omega. For she's charged us with the responsibility, carrying all that she is and all that she hopes for us to be in the next 100 years.
Amen. We
carry on our shoulders. Are we men enough to live up to that idea?
Well said. Well said.